Are you looking for the best gaming mouse? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best gaming mouse on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1, Razer Viper V2 Pro. The Razer Viper V2 Pro is the best gaming mouse available. It shares the same shape as previous models in this popular lineup, which makes it ideal for using a claw or fingertip grip. However, it's now significantly lighter and features Razer's updated Focus Pro 30K sensor, one of the most accurate and consistent sensors we've tested. Additionally, its click buttons use optical switches designed to prevent double-clicking and last longer than standard mechanical switches. While this version is significantly lighter and easier to move quickly, it lacks some features that characterized previous models in the lineup, including rubber side grips, RGB lighting, and side buttons on both sides. If you're more interested in weight savings, you may feel these changes are for the best. If you're more a fan of some of the legacy features and don't mind a heavier mouse, now is a great time to check out the previous generation Razer Viper Ultimate, which is currently available for cheaper than ever. Lastly, we couldn't forgive ourselves for not mentioning the updated Razer Basilisk V3 Pro as a possible alternative. It has the same internal components as the Viper V2 Pro and is virtually the same weight. However, it's designed exclusively for right-handed users and is a better option for larger-sized hands, especially if you prefer using a palm grip. Number 2, Logitech G502 LIGHTSPEED. At an upper mid-range price point, we recommend the Logitech G502 LIGHTSPEED. Lately, its price has been volatile, but it frequently goes on sale and can sometimes dip closer to the price of our mid-range pick below. This mouse has an ergonomic, right-handed shape with a thumb rest, and it's bristling with 12 programmable buttons. It delivers excellent click latency and outstanding sensor performance, and its scroll wheel has left and right tilt inputs and lets you switch between a regular notched scrolling mode and a much faster free scrolling mode. All these features make this mouse significantly heavier than most gaming mice designed for fast-paced experiences like FPS games. However, it's a terrific choice if you play a wide range of games in different genres and prefer a heavier mouse. This mouse even has a set of optional weights you can add to customize the weight distribution. Logitech has just released new versions of this mouse called the Logitech G502X LIGHTSPEED and the Logitech G502X Plus. The Plus features RGB lighting. These new entries have a softer visual look and are lighter. The button placement has also been adjusted slightly, and they feature new quiet optical switches. However, they're substantially more expensive, so we still recommend previous generation models unless these minor additions are priorities. Number 3, Fantech Aria XD7. The best gaming mouse at a mid-range price point is the Fantech Aria XD7. It has a symmetrical, egg-like shape that provides a comfortable fit for most hand sizes and grip type preferences. Despite its more affordable price tag, it's only a bit heavier than our top pick, the Razer Viper V2 Pro. It's loaded with PixArt's new flagship sensor, the POR 3395, which is closely related to the sensor in the Razer, offering superior performance across the board. It's pictured in its lightest configuration in the photo above with a modular backplate with small cutouts to save weight. That said, it also comes with a solid backplate option that's only slightly heavier if you prefer the look and feel of a solid plastic body. If this mouse has a weakness, it's the battery life, which sits at a maximum of around 30 hours between charges. While this won't present any problems if you get into a regular recharging schedule, it may be annoying if your usage is more variable. For an alternative around the same price point with a much longer battery life, check out the HyperX Pulsefire Haste 2 Wireless. The HyperX is a great alternative for casual gaming, but it's outperformed by the Fantech if you mainly play fast-paced, competitive games because its click latency is significantly higher. Number 4, Razer Basilisk V3. For a mouse at a lower mid-range price point, we recommend the Razer Basilisk V3. the best wired gaming mouse we've tested. There's a fairly large gap in the price of our budget pick to our mid-range pick, but this is representative of the price of gaming mice. There are options between these two picks, but spending a bit more or less will get you a better mouse overall. This mouse is similar to the Logitech G502 LIGHTSPEED in many ways. The biggest difference is that this is a wired-only model. Otherwise, they share nearly identical ergonomic shapes, an impressive array of customizable controls, and outstanding sensor performance and click latency. The scroll wheel also has left and right tilt inputs and can switch between regular notched mode and a much faster free scrolling mode. This mouse offers a notable advantage if you don't mind or even prefer a wired mouse, because it doesn't need to hold a rechargeable battery. It's significantly lighter, making it an excellent option for handling faster-paced titles like FPS games that require quick mouse movements. Altogether, this is a standout pick if you're interested in a high-performance, versatile gaming mouse but don't need the flexibility of a wireless connection. Number 5. Logitech G305 LIGHTSPEED. At a budget price point, we recommend the Logitech G305 LIGHTSPEED. Depending on what region of the world you live in, this mouse may be called the Logitech G304 LIGHTSPEED, but they're the same mouse. The G305's symmetrical, egg-shaped body is very comfortable and accommodating for nearly all hand sizes using a claw or fingertip grip. The build quality is also impressive. There's no creaking or flexibility in the body, and despite being significantly more affordable, it feels nearly as premium as the more expensive Logitech G502 LIGHTSPEED. It connects wirelessly with Logitech's LIGHTSPEED USB receiver and gets an impressive advertised battery life of up to 250 hours from a single AA battery. Last but not least, this mouse has excellent click latency and consistent sensor performance. Its major downside is its weight, making it harder to make snappy, responsive mouse movements for faster-paced games. If you prefer a wired alternative, the Logitech G203 LIGHTSync shares the same shape and build quality and is typically less expensive. It's also considerably lighter and has customizable RGB lighting. However, its sensor doesn't perform quite as well. Number 6. Razer Viper 8KHZ. All the mice on this list have superior performance to satisfy nearly everyone, but the Razer Viper 8KHZ is pushing the limits of current technology and is geared toward a truly performance-obsessed gamer. This mouse shares much of the same DNA as our top pick in this article, the Razer Viper V2 Pro. It isn't as lightweight and doesn't connect wirelessly. However, it offers the best raw performance at a solidly mid-range price point. While most gaming mice have a maximum polling rate of 1000 Hz, this mouse natively supports higher polling rates with a maximum of 8000 Hz. Higher polling rates produce slightly smoother cursor movements and marginally improved latency, even compared to flagship mice. However, it's important to note that these higher polling rates consume considerable system resources. The performance gains are small but noticeable, and you'll need a fairly powerful rig to take full advantage of the feature. If you're impressed by the performance but aren't a fan of the low-profile symmetrical shape of this mouse, you may be interested in the Razer DeathAdder V3 as an alternative. The DeathAdder V3 offers the same high-end performance as the Viper 8KHZ, including native support for an 8000 Hz polling rate, but it has an ergonomic right-handed shape with a larger, more high-profile design, making it an outstanding pick for larger hands. Despite its size, it's even a little lighter. However, it's also a bit more expensive.